Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on Road Trippin', the classic track from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Great song, relatively easy finger picking song to play. I'm going to teach you the whole song today. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, leave me some comments in the comment section including any songs you want me to do next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me and you want to print the tabs off for this, I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar's in standard tuning. Now the main riff goes like this, nice and slowly goes. So to play that, we're going to play D2. You could use either your second finger or your first finger, and then either your little finger or your third finger on E3. So we play the D2 with a thumb, and then we're going to play the E3 at the same time as the low E3. So use your thumb on the E string nearest to your face and a finger to pluck the string nearest to the floor. So you get this. And then you're going to play the D2 again, then open B string back to the D2. So slowly you've got the first bar. And you've got to swing it. It's not straight. It's not like da, 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 da. It goes like da, 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 da. So that's the first bar. Into the second bar, we're going to play the E string and the E3 again. And then the D string. And then the B string open. Back to the D string. E3 again. And then the D string. So you get this. Bar 2. So bars 1 and 2 together. So you might need to practice that round to get it nice and smooth and feel okay. Into bar 3, put your first finger on A3 and your little finger on B5, and you can use your thumb to play the play the A string, and then play the A string and the B string, which is at fret 5, and then the A string, and then the open G string this time, and then the A3 again. So bar 3 slowly. A bit faster. A bit faster. And then bar 4, your first finger is going to move down to fret 2 on the A string and your little finger on B4. And you're going to play the A string and the B string at the same time. And then the A string, the open G string, the A string, the B4, and the A2. So it sounds a bit wrong when it's played slowly because you've got that open G string, but that is the note in the song. So it goes like this. Quicker. So it sounds a bit wrong, but once you hear it all together, it works nicely. So let's try the whole line slowly. Here we go. A bit faster. 2, 3, 4. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. A bit faster. So that's about the speed of the track. Now it just keeps repeating that round. It does it twice in the intro, and then it repeats it again another 2 times in the verse. And it basically keeps repeating that, but on the 3rd and the 5th time, we'll go on to the next line. So on the 3rd time round in the verse and the 5th time round in the verse, there's just a slight variation in the second bar of that section. It's now written as bar 6. It goes this. So there's a little variation. So bar 6, you're playing open E with E3, the D2, then you go up to E5, back to the D2, and then back to the E3 and D2. So bar 6. So the whole of that line, the rest of it's the same. So the first bar, the third and the fourth bar of that line are the same. So let's play this line through. It goes. So that happens on the third and the fifth time round in the verse. The next line, the chorus, is exactly the same as what we've played. So that plays around 4 times in the chorus. And then after the chorus, there's a slight variation. Well, it's a different part, which goes like this. So for that, we're holding down an A minor chord, first finger on B1, second finger on D2. And although it's not used, I tend to put my third finger on fret 2 on the G string, but you don't have to worry about that. We play the A string and the E string, and then D2, B1, A string, and then the E string, and back to the D2. So you get this first bar of the bit after the chorus. Bar 13, you've got a bit faster, bit faster, and then bar 14, first finger A2, third finger on B3, and you're going to play the A string and the B string, then the D, the G, the A, the B, and then the D. So bar 14. So bars 13 and 14, you've got bar 15. We've got first finger A3, little finger on B5, third finger on D5. And you're going to play the A string and the B string, and then the D, the open G, which is the same note, but do play it like this. Then back to the A string, the B string, and the D string. So you got a bit faster. And then bar 16, first finger A10 and third finger across the D, G and the B strings at the 12th fret. And you're going to play the A string and the B string at the same time. Then G, then D, back to the B string, and then G, and then D. So it goes. So the whole line slowly goes like this. Bit faster. And that just repeats twice, and then it goes back to doing the verse just like it did before, and then the chorus, and then does this after chorus bit again, and then after that, the second time round, it's got a little interlude which goes like this. So this is the first 4 bars of it. It starts with an E minor 7. First finger's barred across all the strings. Well, actually from the A string downwards on the 7th fret. Second finger on B8. Third finger on D9. And you're going to play the A string and the B string. And then play the D. Then the G. Back to the A. And then the B. So bar 17. And then bar 18, we're going to play an A7. So it's similar shape, but moved up a string and down 2 frets. So your first finger's barred on the 5th fret. Second finger on G6. Third finger A7. And you're going to play the E string and the G string at the same time. Then the A. Then the D. Then the E. And then the G. So you got. Then it goes to the C chord. First finger A3, third finger across the D, G and the B strings at the 5th fret. Play the A string and the B string, then D, then G, then A, and then B. So bar 19. and then up 2 frets, first finger on fret 5 of the A string, bar it across, third finger D7, little finger on G7, and it does the same right hand as bar 19, so you get. So the first 4 bars of that line go. Bar 21, with the same idea as bar 17, but playing B8 and A7, then D9, a B10 with the little finger, back to the A7, take the little finger off and play the B7, so you get. Next bar, bar 21, A7, same as bar 18. Bar 23 is the same as bar 19. And then bar 24, we've got this diminished chord, which is your first finger on D4, third finger G5, second finger on B4, little finger on E5, and you play the D and the E strings at the same time, then G, B, D, and then E. So, so the whole of that line slowly goes. And you repeat that line and play bars 17 through to bars 23, and then you don't play bar 24, you go on to the next line, which we've got. And that's using all the same shape. It's this diminished chord shape that we had before. You play the D and the E, and then D, B, D, and then the B and the E strings at the same time. So bar 25. Bar 26, you play the D string, B and E, D, B and E, and D. So you got. So the first 2 bars of that line go. And take that same shape up, so your first finger's on 7, and you hit the bottom 4 strings, up another 3 frets, so your first finger's on 10, and you're going to play the D string, and then the bottom 3 strings, then go back to fret 7, play the D string, then the bottom 3 strings, down to fret 4 with the first finger, play the D string, bottom 3 strings, and then fret 1, and play the D string, and then the bottom 3 strings, and then the D string. So it's all the same shape, you're just moving it up and down. So that line goes. And then it goes back to like the main section again. And then there's just an end outro bit which goes like this. And all that's doing is playing D2, E, D2 and B, and it just keeps jumping between those. And that's the whole song. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, leave me some comments in the comment section, let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me and you want to print the tabs off for this, I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.